we were talking about the college football group of 5, group of 6. What do they call it? Group of 8,
I think it's going to be a group of 6.
group of 20.
Because the Mountain West and the Pac-12 officially becomes one of them. So
Yeah, but this year it will be called the Mountain West, right? And Oregon State and Washington State are playing that schedule, so they're technically the Pac-12, but they're just made up of 2.
yeah, but
That's this year.
But it's becoming it's
becoming the Pac-12
yes.
beginning in 2026.
I believe that is correct.
But there was a so SP Plus is Bill Connolly's metric. It's analytic college football, and without getting into the weeds, it's basically just one of the newer, better ways to evaluate a team. It's an honest evaluation of a team's strengths, weaknesses, assets, and so on. And he put together this formula, and he's become very popular for it. It's called SP Plus. Okay, so it's not just some committee ranking teams. SP Plus is an analytic, and he's already put out his season rankings.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about the Mountain West or Pac-12 being the best of the group of however many conferences. After Boise State, and again, I think there's like 126 programs.
Yeah, something like that.
After Boise State, who ranks 33rd in SP Plus for this upcoming season, do you care to guess where the next team is?
It will be in the new.
This includes Oregon State, Washington State. It's San Jose State, UNLV, Fresno State, Air Force, Colorado State, all those.
Oh my God,
dude,
it's gonna be bad.
It's bad.
I'm gonna say, I don't know, 80, 85?
73rd. Oregon State.
Yeah.
So you have Boise State at 33rd.
Yeah.
And then listen to this. You have 73, 75, 82, 83, 89, 94, 97, 102, 105, 106, 108, 119, 123, 124, and yes, you have dead last 130.
Who's 130?
New Mexico.
Yeah. Well, does the Boise thing give you any hope?
Well, I mean, at least they have one good team.
No, I'm just saying, in general, the fact that Boise last year fielded a competitive, not just they put together a team that made the playoff, a team that went toe to toe with Oregon, who was the number 1 team in the country. A team in the playoff, it wasn't a great showing, but you didn't get embarrassed. If you're Oregon State or Washington State or any of those schools, does that give you any hope?
Yes.
That you can,
yes,
in this climate, you can still put
yes,
a competitive product on the.
Yeah. It would be. If I'm Oregon State, Washington State, I think with the right coach hire, you can dominate that league.
I'm not saying dominate the league. I'm saying, does it give you hope that you can put a competitive team
yes,
against the Oregons and Penn States and Ohio States and anything like that?
Yeah, because I think if you dominate that league, you're good enough to compete against the big boy. It doesn't mean you're going to knock. I mean, it's Boise State. Boise State should give you hope that you can build it in a small town, small stadium, bad league. You can do it.
Yeah.
You just have to.
And, you lose 31-14 to Penn State. And I know that's, that sucks, but you were there and you didn't.
That's right. They were good.
It wasn't an embarrassment.
They almost beat Oregon for heaven's sakes.
That's what I'm saying. They almost beat Oregon. And I wonder, as this goes on and the money keeps jumping and revenue sharing, that's what I'm wondering. Because Boise State has not been consistent over the last handful of years, right? Boise State felt like maybe there was a dip and there've been some coaching changes and it was and then they had a bounce back year. So I wonder, as we get further into this new world of college football, does some of that, is it getting harder and harder for a Boise State or anyone else to keep producing those seasons? Or if you do it right and you hire the right people, there's still that niche for you? That's all. I don't know the answer to it. I'll just be interested to see over the years to come if any of those schools can be competitive when they play the big boys, or can any of them get an upset when they get into the college football playoff? Or are we going to look down 5 years from now and be like, oh my God, every time they play in the playoff, they lose by 17.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And by the way, if they keep losing by 17 every year, wait until someone's like, all right, well, here, someone will be like, yeah, we don't need you in here. you do need, I think, every now and then, you need Boise or Oregon State or Washington State or UNLV. You need someone once in a while to win that game or have the nail biter. I don't think it's going to be good for you if every time you play it's 31-14.
Well, and you got to win those rivalry games.
You do.
Too.
You got to find a way to win. And hey,
Washington
Washington
State
State beat Washington last year.